All right, guys, so we're just gonna go ahead and get started with our wear test for the two palettes. I did go ahead and prep my face, do all my face makeup. So just real quickly, I'll list the stuff in the comments. The First Aid Beauty Coconut Primer, I love this one, so I'll list that. That's what I'm wearing today. I am also wearing the Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie in the shade LG6. Definitely one I've been enjoying lately as well. And then I felt kind of dry, so I didn't set my face with any powder. The only thing I did was under eyes. And for that, of course, I used my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish in the shade One Fair. And then for my bronzer, again, I did go ahead and get everything ready. So bronzer, I also use Charlotte Tilbury, the Airbrush Bronzer. I do wear 2 medium, so I do have that as well. And then I have been trying out, which I had mentioned before, my Almay blush in Healthy Hue, shade 100 Nearly Nude. I am really enjoying this. This is what I'm wearing today. I think it just gives a nice glow, and it's not too pigmented, so you can build it up. I do like that. And then I've been trying also the Persona Kelly Glow in Zuma. Definitely enjoying this as well. It's becoming one of my favorites, but it's very, very, very glowy, without any shimmer and without emphasizing texture. On my lips, I am wearing my Alamar Cosmetics liner in Dulce, which I've been enjoying, been wearing that a lot lately. And then I just recently got this as well, the Artist Couture lipstick. This is in Boy Toy. Very, very nice shade. I really enjoy this. I think I've already shown you the Dulce liner, but that is the lipstick. It's on my lips now, of course. And then I wore the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in Fussy, one of their original shades. And that's what I have on my lips. I did already prime my eyes as well. I have the MAC Soft Ochre Prolonged Paint Pot. And I also set that down already. So we're ready. So again, the Urban Decay Naked Ultraviolet. That I'm going to go ahead and put this on my right eye. And on my left eye, we'll go ahead and do the Milk Cosmetics She's in Parties, which I've shown you as well. Beautiful. And we'll see how these play out. So I'm going to start off all over the lid with the shade Hatch. Now again, this Urban Decay one has mostly shimmer or metallic type shades, not very many mattes. So I'm actually gonna go in next with this color. I guess we'll go with Euphoric and use that one next. Next, I'm going to put the shade Digital on the outer corner. That is the one I feel is the most similar, and I'll show you in a minute, but it's similar to a shade in the Milk Cosmetics Lost Control, but I'll show you that here in a minute. Any more of the shade, I'm just blending a little bit more. And then I've been hearing a lot about the shade VR in here, so I do want to try that and put that on the majority of the lid there and see what that looks like. Actually, I'm going to go in with Dazed because I'm finding VR, which they might have mentioned, but I don't remember. It seems to be more of a topper shade because there's definitely not much picking up. So we're actually going to go into Dazed instead. And then I will go ahead and top it off with that other shade. And then in the inner corner, the lightest shade I have here is Trippin' here in the corner. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in my inner corner. Alright guys, so that's that eye. I apologize for my video quality and my lighting. I am definitely still working on that, but I hope that you can see. And I don't normally go underneath my eye. I crease a lot and I just think it doesn't look good on me. So we're gonna keep it at that and we're gonna go into the other. So for the other eye, the Melt Cosmetics, we are gonna start in this shade Total Immortal because unfortunately this one is like a metallic shimmer shade. So we're gonna have to start with this more lavender one to get started. So of course I am using different brushes, so there's no cross contamination there. And again, like I mentioned in another video, these definitely have way more pigmentation. It only took a little bit to get a nice little layer of color on my eyes. So definitely better, I feel like, depending on what kind of formula you like, this is definitely more pigmented and a little bit. Then next we're gonna go in the shade Last Caress, and this one I'm just going to put a little bit more definition. And this is a matte. Again, this one does have more mattes, you know, just shimmer than the other one does. So I'm definitely finding these are pigmented, a little bit powdery. I do notice they do sit down, lay down a lot, but I'm also noticing that they kind of brush away too. When you blend, they kind of just blend out and kind of blend away. So that is something to take note of. Compared to the other formula, it is powdery, but it didn't seem to like blend away as I was you know, blending things together. So that is something to keep in mind as well. So next we're going to go into Lost Control. That is also another metallic, deeper shade, and it does look a little bit similar to the other one, not exact. This one has a little bit more purple compared to the other shade in Urban Decay that's similar, but we'll go ahead and put that on the outer corner. Blend it away. So definitely something to keep note of. I don't know about anybody else. Does anybody else just get dry as a desert? I just feel like I can't make enough saliva to make a sentence to talk. I'm like, oh, it's so dry. Also, I do apologize. I'm just trying to do a quick, I worked last night, worked night shift, just got a few hours of sleep. So I'm just trying to get this, because I wanted to get this content out before too late, because again, this is all going to be irrelevant before we know it if I don't. So thank you, just bear with me. All right, so next we're going to use Strange Love here and put that all over the eye, on the eyelid. And again, use the finger, because that's just the way I like to apply it better. Pretty shade, very, very pretty. And as we did in the other eye, I'm going to go with this lighter shade, the lightest one, and this is Skeleton Kiss. And that's going to go in the inner corner. Again, this is just going to be a basic. I'm not going to go too far into, you know, really like a smoky eye or anything at this point. Just want to kind of get a feel for how the shadows apply and, you know, color differences, those textures kind of things. So, all right, guys, so I did go ahead and finish off of camera. I didn't want this video to take forever, so I did use the Urban Decay eyeliner, the 24/7 Glide On pencil in this shade 0. And then I just kept it on the upper eyes. And then I used the Fenty Beauty Full Frontal Black Mascara. Again, this was like a perk from one of my orders and have been wanting to use that up. But hope you can see, this is the final look. And then I'll just show you a few swatches of shadows that I think might be somewhat similar. And actually looking at these up close, again, you know how things look online a lot of times is a lot different how they actually look in person. I really thought this was going to be more of purple. Again, as they started showing more pictures, I did see that it looked a little bit more like plummy mauve kind of shades. But again, it was hard to tell when you were, you know, looking online at most of the initial views. So again, I thought it was going to be a little bit more similar. And then of course the Urban Decay. I don't think it looks too much different than, I guess it was just more the textures that I wasn't sure about, you know, online versus when people started talking about it. So again, this has way more shimmer metallic shades than it does mattes. I think they've said only like 3 of the shades, Mind Slip, Hacked, and Optimizer, that you're only mattes in here. Everything else is a form of like a shimmer metallic topper shade kind of formula. And then for the Milk Cosmetics, it seems to be like 3 true like metallic type shades, Skeleton Kiss, Strange Love, and Lost Control. And then 3 seems to be 3 like true like matte shades. And these almost seem to be a cream to powder formula, which I'll have to check that and I'll leave a comment what I find. But the texture definitely feels a little bit different than these. And even as you can see, it seems to be a little bit more shimmer in this, but it's definitely not a true metallic. So the exact formula, I will have to research that and see exactly what it says. But again, I'll leave that in the comments. All right, so I'm going to swatch a couple of shades and we'll just see if there's any similarities. I'm going to swatch them first and then I'll tell you what shades I'm swatching. Just again, until I get my camera ready and have everything set, it's hard for me to go back and forth. So I'm going to do it this way just to make it easier. All right, so here are my swatches. The top is Milk Cosmetics, the bottom is Urban Decay. And these are really the only shades that I found were similar. And again, the 2 that I thought were the most similar are the last 2 shades of both palettes, which I will tell you the names of those. But again, definitely not as many similarities as I thought there might be. So again, the shades I swatched were Trippin', which was the very first one I put on my arm. And then on the top, Skeleton Kiss. Which is right there, if you can see that. And again, that was Trippin' there, Skeleton Kiss. Dazed, which I put, oh no, yeah, that's that one there is Dazed. Then I also put Hacked next to that. And then above it, Total Immortal. And then that's the one that's right there. And then I did swatch this because I was curious what it actually like looks like on bare skin is VR. It's definitely just more of a glitter topper shade because as you can see there, it's got a lot of glitter, but that's about all it has. Very, very little pigmentation. And then I swatched She's in Parties. And again, now actually seeing this on here, I don't know which it's a beautiful, maybe that is like kind of a cream to matte, but it's very
editing Coralie here. I meant cream to powder. Sorry about that.
Very, very pretty. Or maybe it's really just a shimmer. I don't know. I'll have to look, like I said, I'll have to look at the formulas, but it's really, really pretty. And then lastly, I did Digital on the bottom and then Lost Control on the top, which are these 2 shades here. And those are the 2 that I initially thought were going to be the most similar. And again, still, this one definitely has like some glitter in it, and it has a little bit of, yeah, I'm gonna make sure I was telling you that right, that I didn't. But yeah, so it is definitely a pretty color though, but they're just slightly different undertones, so. All right guys, so that was my quick rundown of those 2 palettes. I hope that helps you make a decision of whether you want to pick up either one of those. And again, if you're familiar with one or the other's formula, that might just help make a decision right there. But again, the color stories definitely are different. Formulas are different. Even the wear, applying them is different. So they are definitely 2 different palettes. So again, if you're looking, you like purples, you might want to go ahead and pick up both if that's what you like. But again, depending on what you're looking for, versatility, would help you make that decision. But I hope that does help at least give you a little bit more insight into those two palettes, so help you make a better choice. And again, thank you for tuning in. I hope that this was helpful, and I appreciate you stopping by my channel. I hope that you have subscribed. If you haven't, please take a moment to subscribe below, hit the bell notification so that you'll be notified of my content coming up. And I do appreciate you hanging in there with me. Again, I am working on my camera and my lighting, and even the setup's going to be a little bit different, but again, I hope this was helpful, and I thank you for stopping by. Take care, everyone. Have a nice day. Bye.